Right, for October 2024. And today I'm very excited to be giving you my Friday update. And this is one of the busiest days on a Friday. So let's go through what is happening. And I'm going to take you through the news. The economic collapse in Zimbabwe is now a very big problem. So what is happening is that the biggest company in Zimbabwe, the biggest manufacturing company of dairy products, that is Dairiboard Zimbabwe. Here is the CEO of Dairiboard Zimbabwe, Mercy Ndoro, and she has announced this week that Dairiboard Zimbabwe is going to be moving to South Africa. So Dairiboard Zimbabwe is a country that is a company that is almost 100 years old, and it manufactures almost all the milk, cheese, and ice cream in Zimbabwe. And this company is going to be moving to toll manufacturing in South Africa. It also manufacturing the highly popular Mahewu drink, Pfuko Mahewu. And because of the current situation in Zimbabwe with financing and logistics, the company has decided to move to South Africa. So they'll be doing most of their manufacturing through toll manufacturing, and they'll stop exporting product from Zimbabwe. That means almost all the taxes are going into South Africa revenue, and this is one of the signs of the problems that Zimbabwe is facing currently. Zimbabwe is facing a massive problem in terms of basically foreign currency, ZiG. That is the big problem that we're facing in Zimbabwe. So we are seeing here a pattern that is going to start developing. That is manufacturers moving out of Zimbabwe, retailers stopping to stock, and we're facing very quickly a collapse of the supply chains in Zimbabwe. So this is a top story. Dairiboard Zimbabwe CEO, and this is the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange listed company, Mercy Ndoro, announcing that the company has stopped manufacturing in Zimbabwe, is now going to be using toll manufacturing in South Africa and supplying the local market in South Africa because there is just too many problems in Zimbabwe. So that is a massive announcement, and we'll be following that story as it happens. Then I want to go to the events of the day. So I'm going to be checking out all the events that have taken place today. Let's start with the robbery in Bulawayo. So there was an armed robbery yesterday in Bulawayo where $4 million was stolen. So this is the picture of the actual robbery that took place. 6 men went into Bulawayo and they fired at security guards, cash in transit, and they managed to get away with $4 million. And I've seen pictures of supposedly these robbers being caught in Plumtree and being killed, but I don't have any confirmation. And I've inspected the pictures of the killed guys, and these guys were here, and I don't see anything in common. So I looked at the clothes, I looked at the body shapes, and I don't see anything in common between these guys and the guys that were killed in Plumtree. But I saw the police of Zimbabwe there, so it means that some people were killed, but I don't think it's these guys who did this robbery. Then I want to look at other things that have happened. There's results that have been issued. KEBS has produced their results in ZiG. Similarly, Old Mutual have produced their results in ZiG. So I'm not going to even waste my time looking at those results. I don't know what it means. Those results mean nothing. When you look at them, just numbers that don't make sense. Then there is a conference here. The Insurance Institute of Zimbabwe conference is going to take place. Very expensive, between the 10th and the 13th in Vic Falls. And then in South Africa, we've got Miss World South Africa tomorrow at Sun City. And then we've got, obviously, the results by Rainbow Tourism these guys have made about 20 million in profit in revenue and just under $1 million in profit. So they've got high cost. Rainbow Tourism Group is the one that owns Rainbow Hotels, and their cost structure is crazy. Out of the 20 million revenue, they only made a profit of under $1 million. Then in South Africa, we're going to be having a top women conference. You can scan that backward. I'm going to put it on Gambakwe. That is going to be held at the Sandton Convention Center. In other news, in South Africa, CFO of Steenhoff, Ben Lagrange, has been let free. He's gone home after the fraud. They sentenced him to 10 years, but after a plea deal, he's been able to go home. He's not going to be in jail at all. So 10 years suspended for 5 years because he did a plea deal with the government officials. Then Trevor Noah is going to be launching a book, Into the Uncut Grass. That book is going to be launched on 8th of October. So that is on Tuesday. That is when they're launching the book, Into the Uncut Grass. And then Zou Chair, Victoria Hongwe, has died. That is the chairperson of Zou. She has died. And then Stanbic Bank has announced a new chairperson of Stanbic Bank. I can see that text is very small. So let me read the name out for you. So that guy is coming in. So let's see what the name of that guy is. He's called Muchakanakirwa Mukanganu. Is the new chairperson of Stanbic, replacing outgoing chairperson Gregory Sebon. So he's replacing them. He's replacing that guy. Muchakanakirwa is going to be the new chairman of Stanbic Bank. Then in the H Metro newspaper, the popular prophet, and that popular prophet is called Prophet Madungwe, has been arrested after he crashed his car that he was given by Wick Chivayo. And it turns out that he does not have a driver's license. So he's been arrested and he's going to be sentenced very soon. I hope that they send him to heaven so that he can he can understand what it means to drive without a driver's license. If you do not have a driver's license, do not drive a car. You're going to kill people, and that's not cool. Then in other news, let's look at what else is happening here in Botswana. So in Botswana, this is the IEC spokesman Osupile Maroba, and he says that they have managed to gather all the candidates, and now they're doing vetting, and the final list will be produced this week. You're going to see the final list for the Botswana elections. So everyone attended the nomination court, and now we're going to find out who is the candidates that are accepted by the Botswana Independent Electoral Commission. So I think I've covered everything. It's been a very hectic night. I barely had sleep. I think I've slept less than 3 hours today. So let's go to H Metro. Sorry, I've done H Metro. Let's go to B Metro newspaper. So B Metro newspaper is the Bulawayo newspaper. It's the newspaper that I'm going to feature today. And Tin Boy steals $230, 1,000 rands to join Rich's cult. So that is the story I'm going to feature today. It says, desperate for riches, the 16-year-old boy sent pictures of his best friend so that his godfather can cast a spell on him. He was instructed to buy candles, light them, and when they all burned, then his best friend would tumble to death, and we have a lot of money. So when I'm walking around here in Cape Town, one day I went to the ocean, and at night I found someone doing exactly the same witchcraft rituals over there. So this is the story that I'm featuring here. There's a lot of stories in the Metro. You can go and check it out. Today is a massive paper. It's very big. You can go and have a look at it. So that's all that I'm covering today. And there has been a massive development in Tare. I'm forgetting this story, which is very important. So let me get you a picture so that I can share it with our friends. So there is a serial killer in Tare. So a serial killer has been found in Mutare, and that serial killer was found in Mozambique. Sorry, that's not here. A serial killer was found in Mutare after he killed 3 people. So that is a barber who was killed, and a local resident and a policeman. The killer was found in Mozambique, so you can go and check out that story. The police managed to track the killer who had killed these people and fled into Mozambique last week on the 20th of September and was extradited to Zimbabwe. So that story is in the Manika Post. The barber who was killed is called Clever Marumbwa, and a Sakuba vendor, Libert Veremu, and a police officer, Trevor Mudinda, were killed by Sanele Simbarashe Makono. And Sanele Simbarashe Makono then went to Mozambique, where he sold the cell phone that he had stolen from Clever Marumbwa to a local. Econet managed to track that number or that phone to Mozambique, and that led detectives to go over and grab Sanele Simbarashe Makono, who was calling himself Tenai, and bring him back to Zimbabwe. So he's facing charges right now as a serial killer. This young lady I was showing you is called Tamimoyo. She is a model and she is very popular in Zimbabwe. She's got a deal with Zimoko where she gets their cars and she advertises them. They let her drive these cars for free. So let me recap. Dairiboard Zimbabwe is moving out of Zimbabwe and going into South Africa to do their manufacturing there because of the situation in Zimbabwe, logistics, lack of power, and currency problems. So they're going to be going into tool manufacturing in South Africa, where they'll be producing all their products locally. And all they'll do now is research and development and try to push the same quality into South Africa. Many other companies are already doing it because of the problems in Zimbabwe. So we are facing another situation where manufacturing is moving out of Zimbabwe into South Africa. South Africa's economy doing very well after the GNU. And this is a dangerous pattern that is developing. So I would like to thank all of you for watching. As I said, I just slept a few hours, so let me get some rest. And let's look at the comments before I go. It's very important for me to see what you guys are saying. So, lie times, the robbers were not caught, Gambakwe. Yes, I said they were not caught. I said I saw pictures that are circulating that says the robbers were killed in Plumtree. I've got the pictures, but I've compared them and they don't look the same with the robbers. But you can see that the robbers are wearing big clothes, so you don't know what they're wearing underneath, and you don't know if they changed. But there were people who were killed. So he said these were killed in 2021. Yes, Mary, I didn't know who that was, who they just sent. I got a lot of pictures from many different people. And then come out T1 says, let Madungwe rot in jail. Yes, let him rot in jail. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching. It's been a hectic night for me, and we will do another video later on tonight at 10 minutes past 9. I've had to do 3 videos in the past 4 hours. So let's do another video tonight. And also you can go and check the Independent newspaper. They featured this guy here. He is the CEO of Net1, and he says they're going to be using Starlink as part of their strategy to spread across Zimbabwe. So check out that story. That is in the independent newspaper. Is Raphael Mushana Wani. He is the CEO of Net One. Go check him out. He's been featured extensively in the Net One, in the independent newspaper. And now I'm going to leave with the last picture ever taken of Chinga Dube. This is the last public meeting where Chinga Dube attended, where he spoke against Mnangagwa's 2030 slogan. And I'll try to get to the video. This is the very last picture of Chinga Dube ever that I've seen where he's got a video. So we'll look for that particular video and share it with you. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good day to you all.